Starting Scratch. Double-click on the Scratch cat icon if there is a shortcut on the desktop, or click on the Start All Programs Scratch 2. Components of Scratch window. Let us learn about the components of the Scratch window. Sprite. It is an object that we see on the Scratch stage. The cat is the default sprite. Stage. It is the main working area to draw or perform action. It shows the output of the program. Blocks palette. This contains various predefined blocks that are used to perform specific tasks. These blocks are used to create scripts in Scratch. Scripts area. This is the area where we pick and drop the blocks from the blocks palette to create a script/program. Duplicate. It is found on the top of the screen. It duplicates what one needs it to duplicate. Delete. It is used to delete sprites, sounds, blocks, and scripts. Grow. It is used to make the sprite bigger in size. Shrink. It is used to make the sprite smaller. Green flag. This is used to run a Scratch program. Stop button. This is used to stop the project running at the time. Menu bar. It is used to provide drop-down menus that provide common commands for opening and saving a file, etc. Choosing a sprite. We can change the sprite according to our choice. Scratch provides 4 options: painting a new sprite from camera, choosing a sprite from library, and uploading a sprite from a file. Painting a new sprite. To paint a new sprite, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on Paint New Sprite button to open the drawing area. Step 2. Use the tools to draw your own sprite. As you draw, the sprite appears on the stage. Choosing a backdrop. A backdrop is a background of the stage. We can choose a backdrop from the library. To choose a backdrop, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on Choose Backdrop from Library button to open the library. Step 2. Select a backdrop you want to use. Step 3. Click on OK. Understanding blocks. Blocks are puzzle piece shapes that are used to give instructions to the computer. A collection of interlocked blocks called script make a code in Scratch. When you double-click on the script, Scratch runs the blocks from top to bottom. To use a block, simply select it and then drag it onto the scripts pane. To remove a block from a script, just drag it to the left, away from the scripts pane. Some of the common categories of blocks are motion, looks, sound, pen, data, events, control, sensing, and operators. Block category: Use. Motion. These blocks are used to place your sprites on the stage or move them. Looks. These blocks control what your sprites and backdrop look like. Sound. These blocks are used to play or stop sounds. Pen. These blocks are used to draw shapes and patterns on the stage, change the pen color and size. Data. These blocks create and manipulate data in your animations and games. Events. These blocks are fundamental blocks. Each script has an event as its start which tells the script to run. Control. These blocks control the blocks within your scripts, inserting conditional statements, loops, repeats, and pauses. Sensing. These blocks identify what's happening at a given point and make your sprites or background respond to user actions. Operators. These blocks let you make comparisons between or perform arithmetic functions on different values. Creating a script. A script is another name for a program. Let's create some scripts. Example 1. Talking and jumping sprite. Step 1. Drag the When Green Flag Clicked block from Events block menu. This block will activate once the green flag is clicked. Step 2. Drag the Go to X0, Y0 block from Motion blocks menu to set the initial position of the sprite. Step 3. Drag the Forever block from Control blocks menu. All blocks inside the Forever block run until the Stop button is clicked. Step 4. Now, drag and place the blocks inside the Forever block as shown. Change the values respectively. Next costume will change the sprite's costume to the next. Change Y by 100 and change Y by -100 will change the position of sprite. Wait 0.2 seconds will pause the script for the specified time before moving to the next block. Say hello for 1 second will display the message for the specified time. Example 2. Buzzing bug. Adding sound. Step 1. Drag the When Green Flag Clicked block from Events block menu. Step 2. Drag the Forever block from Control blocks menu. Step 3. Now drag and place the blocks inside the Forever block as shown. Change the values respectively. Move 50 steps will move the sprite forward. Play sound pop will play a pop sound. Wait 0.2 seconds will pause the script for the specified time before moving to the next block. Next costume will change the sprite's costume to the next. Change color effect by 50 will change the color of the sprite. If on edge, bounce will bring the sprite with a bounce when it reaches the edge of the stage. Sprite's direction. You can change the direction of the sprite by using the Turn block under the Motions block menu. The Turn 15 degrees block will turn the sprite in clockwise direction by the specified number of degrees. The Turn 15 degrees block will turn the sprite in anti-clockwise direction by the specified number of degrees. The value of the degree specified in the Turn block can be changed according to our requirement. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. The Pen block. Pen blocks in Scratch allow a sprite to draw shapes and plot colored pixels on the screen. These blocks are color-coded as dark green and are used to draw the footprints of the sprite. Blocks. Functions. Pen up. This block puts up sprite's pen up so that it will not draw as it moves on the screen. Pen down. This block puts sprite's pen down so that it will draw as it moves on the screen. Set pen color to purple. This block changes pen color based on your choice from color picker. Change pen shade by 10. This block keeps the pen colored but lighten or darken the shade of that color by the value mentioned. For light shades, use negative values and or dark shades, use positive values. Stamp. This block duplicates the sprite's image onto the stage. Drawing a square. To draw a square, the script will be as follows. Step 1. Drag the When Green Flag Clicked block from Events block menu. Step 2. Drag the Clear block from Pen block menu. This will clear any previously drawn image if any. Step 3. Drag the Pen Down block and set pen color to red block from Pen blocks menu. Step 4. Now drag the Move 10 steps block and turn clockwise 15 degrees block from Motion blocks menu. Change the values to 100 and 90 respectively. This becomes Move 100 steps and turn 90 degrees. Step 5. Now drag the wait 1 seconds block from Control Block menu. This will let the program wait for 1 second before going to the next statement. Step 6. Repeat step 4 and 5 3 more times. Drawing a square using repeat. In the previous example, a square was drawn by using pen, move, and turn blocks. In order to avoid repetition of commands, repeat command is used. This command reduces the number of lines of commands you need to write to draw a figure. The repeat block in the Control Blocks menu is used to do this task. You can drag the blocks and keep inside the repeat block. Let's draw a square using the repeat block. Step 1. Drag the repeat 10 block from Control Blocks menu. Step 2. Drag the move 10 steps block, turn clockwise 15 degrees block, and wait 1 seconds block one by one and attach inside the repeat block. Change the values. Step 3. Change the repeat value to 4 because a square has 4 sides and these commands have to be repeated 4 times to make a square. The script will be like this now. Drawing a polygon. A regular polygon is a closed figure with all sides of equal length and all angles of equal size. In a regular polygon, the number of sides is equal to the number of angles. Some regular polygons are shown below. Equilateral triangle, 3 sides. Square, 4 sides. Pentagon, 5 sides. Hexagon, 6 sides. Heptagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. Nonagon, 9 sides. Decagon, 10 sides. Drawing regular polygons using repeat command. It is very easy to draw regular polygons using the repeat command. When the sprite draws a polygon, it has to walk along the sides of the polygon, turning at a specified angle at each turn, finally turning 360 degrees before coming back. This walking and turning back of the sprite can be called the total sprite trip. The degree of turn is equal to 360 degrees divided by the number of sides. For example, to draw a square, the turtle has to turn 4 times. A square has 4 sides and each turn is 360 degrees by 4, that is 90 degrees. To draw a triangle, the degree of turn will be 360 degrees by 3 is equal to 120 degrees, and to draw a hexagon, the degree of turn will be 360 degrees by 6 is equal to 60 degrees. To draw polygons, follow these steps. Step 1. Drag the repeat 10 block from Control Blocks menu. Step 2. Drag the move 10 steps block, turn clockwise 15 degrees block, and wait 1 seconds block one by one and attach inside the repeat block. Step 3. Change the repeat value and turn value accordingly. Look how these polygons can be made using repeat. Polygon, command. Triangle. Repeat 3 move 100 steps, turn 120 degrees. Square. Repeat 4 move 100 steps, turn 90 degrees. Pentagon. Repeat 5 move 100 steps, turn 72 degrees. Hexagon. Repeat 6 move 100 steps, turn 60 degrees. Heptagon. Repeat 7 move 100 steps, turn 51 degrees. Octagon. Repeat 8 move 100 steps, turn 45 degrees. Nonagon. Repeat 9, move 100 steps, turn 40 degrees. Decagon. Repeat 10, move 100 steps, turn 36 degrees. Drawing a circle and semicircle. By using repeat command, we can also draw circles and semicircles. A full circle is drawn with 360 degrees and a semicircle with 180 degrees. Drawing patterns. To draw a pattern, we use Stamp Block from the Pen Blocks menu. The Stamp Block duplicates the sprite's image onto the stage. To draw a pattern, follow these steps. Step 1. Delete the cat sprite and add a new sprite. Step 2. Drag the Go to X is 0, Y is 102 block to change the initial position of the sprite. Step 3. Drag the Repeat, Move and Turn blocks as shown. Change the values. You can change the sprite and the values of blocks and create new patterns. Creating a simple game. The game is about decorating the Christmas tree with various items like ball, bells, heart, holly, star, etc. and showcasing a happy boy and a cake along with him. The figure shows some decorative items as sprites which when clicked get decorated on the Christmas tree except holly, hat and cake. Sprites holly and cake are shown beside the tree when each one is clicked. The sprite hat will be placed on James' head when it is clicked. The code also specifies the initial position of each sprite when the green flag is clicked. The output of the game. Operators. These blocks are color-coded as light green. Operators blocks are used to do arithmetic and logical calculations. Blocks in the operators category are oval and hexagon in shape. Arithmetic operators. Scratch has 4 operators that allow you to do arithmetic calculations. These are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Look at the code to use addition block. Similarly, you can use the other blocks to perform subtraction, multiplication and division. Relational operators. Scratch has 3 operators that allow you to compare the relationship between 2 values or variables. It will compare 2 numbers and decide whether it is true or false. The 3 relational operators are 1. Greater than. Example, when green flag clicked, if 1000 is greater than 200, then say 1000 is bigger. 2. Less than. When green flag is clicked, if 40 is less than 100, then say 40 is smaller. 3. Equal to. When green flag is clicked, if 100 is equal to 100, then say both are equal. Logical operators. Using logical operators, you can combine 2 or more relational operators to produce a single true/false result. These blocks allow you to further refine your comparison of values. Operator. Meaning 1. And. The result is true only if the 2 expressions are true. 2. Or. The result is true only if either of the expressions is true. 3. Not. The result is true only if the expressions is false. Variables. Variables are used to hold values. These are the data values for which the value can be changed when the code is being processed. There are 2 ways in which the values can be assigned to the variables: by the programmer and by the user. In Scratch, the variables can be created using data blocks. To create a variable, follow these steps. Step 1. Click on Data category of blocks. Step 2. Click on Make a Variable button to open the New Variable dialog box. Step 3. Type a suitable name, for example, N1 for the variable in the variable name text box. Step 4. Select an option specifying whether the variable is to be created for all sprites or for this sprite only. Step 5. Click on OK button. This will make available some new blocks below Make a Variable button in Data category of blocks. The table below shows the blocks and their functions. Set N1 to 0. Declares the value for the variable created. Change N1 by 1. Changes the value of the variable by a defined number. Show variable N1. Displays variable on the stage. Hide variable N1. Does not display variable on the stage. The variable created is placed on the stage at a new place. In the blocks area, the variable name is checked by default. Clicking on the check mark will uncheck the variable and remove it from the stage. Example: Aman wants to find the quotient when 12 is divided by 5. The steps to do this are: Step 1. Delete the cat sprite and add a new sprite Abby from the library. Step 2. Click and drag when green flag clicked from the events block to the stage. Step 3. From the data category, click on Make a Variable button. Step 4. In the variable name dialog box, type N1 as the variable name. Step 5. Click on OK button. Step 6. Repeat steps 3 to 4 to create two more variables, N2 and quotient. Step 7. Click and drag Set Quotient to 0 block to script area. Step 8. Click on the drop-down arrow and select N1. Step 9. Set the value of N1 as 12. Step 10. Repeat steps 7 to 9 to set the value of N2 as 5. Step 11. Repeat steps 7 to 9 to use the variable quotient. Step 12. Drag division block to the slot to set value of quotient. Step 13. Drag the variable blocks of N1 and N2 to fit in the slots 1 and 2 respectively of the division block. Step 14. Click on the flag button to run the program. Conditions. The statements that are executed on the basis of decision take from a choice are called conditional statements. The conditional statement used in Scratch is the if statement. The if statement has two variants, if then and if then else. These statements are provided in Scratch from control category of blocks. The if then block checks the given condition. If the condition is true, the code inside the C space will be activated. If the condition is false, the control will come out of the if then block and move to the next blocks in the sequence. Suppose we want to check whether a person is a senior citizen or not. The code for this can be defined using if, then, as, but this code does not give an output if the age of the person is less than or equal to 60 years. For such situations, when two different outputs are to be specified for two conditions, we use if then else block. In this block, if the condition is true, the code inside the first C space will be activated. If the condition is false, the code inside the second C space will be activated. Sensing blocks. The blocks in the sensing category help the selected sprite to detect the presence of other sprites or other elements on the stage, including the edges of the stage. The blocks in the sensing category are color-coded as light blue. Some of the blocks included in the sensing category are shown alongside. The table below shows some important sensing blocks and their functions. Touching mouse pointer becomes true when the sprite touches the mouse pointer or the edge of the stage, defined by clicking on the drop-down arrow. Touching color, purple, becomes true when the sprite touches a defined color. Color red is touching color green, becomes true when color 1 touches color 2. Key space pressed becomes true when a defined key is pressed on the keyboard. Ask what's your name and wait asks a question from the user and waits for the answer. Answer stores the answer or input given by the user. Let us develop a simple program where the cat sprite moves towards a basketball when right arrow key is pressed. The code for the cat sprite can be similar to this. Storing user input. The program can also be developed to take input from the user. Earlier, we developed a program to divide 12 by 5. Scratch gives an option to take input from the user also. To develop a program to divide two numbers and find the quotient, define the script of the sprite as: when the program is run, a small text input box opens at the bottom of the stage. Type the value of the variable and press Enter key or click on the tick mark symbol on the right side of the text box. The final output of the program will be similar to this. We can also make the sprite speak the answer by joining text and string. For this, we need to use this code for the sprite Abby. The output of the code will be similar to this depending upon the input of the user. Loops. All the programs or projects developed till now ran only once. If you want to run a set of statements more than once, you will either run the code again or write the script again. In Scratch, we can save our time and effort by repeating the code without writing the program again or writing the script again. The automatic running of a set of instructions more than once is called looping. The blocks for looping are given in control category. The repeat block is used to run a set of instructions for a specified number of times. Repeat 10. The repeat until block is used to run a set of instructions till a condition is satisfied. Repeat until. The forever block is used to run a set of instructions continuously until stopped. The instructions inside this block will be executed in a loop until the stop button is clicked by the user. The repeat and repeat until blocks can be used to display the table of a number input by the user. The script for the sprite can be like this, using repeat until block.